stop cutting off my small talk and stop being so professional about
maybe
this?
You should read the room.
And we are live.
Hello and welcome back to Improv Every Day with Zach A at ImprovBroadway. I'm Zach A and this is ImprovBroadway. This is the show where I play improv games and improv scenes with some of my best improv buddies. Man with a small whistle every time he speaks, Sammy James Wright.
That is the best I can do for a whistle.
I was thinking more like this.
I can't
more
whistle.
like this. You can't whistle.
I can't whistle.
Man who can't whistle, Sammy James Wright. And human,
That's me.
and human belly drum, Bryson Alejandro. Oh, nice.
Hitting every part of his body except his belly.
I saved that for the shows.
Wait, is there any other kind of belly drum than human?
I bet you're right. I bet it is just, I guess you could do your dog. So if this is your first time tuning in, we're going to play some improv games. It might be some classic short form games. I might give them some improv challenge or prompts. If you have any suggestions for short form games or any improv prompts that you wanted to, leave it in the comments. We got Gabriel Golding over there moderating for us. We'll check in after every game and we'll do what we can. But let's see here. This first game that I want to do is I want to play a game called 9 out of 10.
Ooh.
So 9 out of 10 is, I'm going to give you, it's basically improvised speech and debate. Mm-hmm. I'm going to give you each a stance, and I want you to try to defend your stance, okay? And the whether or not you agree with it, I want you to agree with the stance. And the stance is, Ryan Gosling is one of the greatest comedic actors of our age. Now, does anyone feel this more naturally? Does anyone feel that more naturally?
Oh man, how many Ryan Gosling movies have I seen?
Barbie movie.
I haven't.
What?
I don't.
Cancel.
I don't have anything against it. I just haven't seen it.
Okay. And Bryson?
The Place Between the Pines.
That's what you saw him in?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Was he in Lars and the Real Girl? Was that him?
No.
Okay, I'm changing.
He's also in Drive.
I'm changing the topic.
Blade Runner 2049.
No, we're clearly experts on the Ryan Gosling canon.
The topic is, it is okay to break up with someone through text. Does anyone feel more positively about that? Bryson, what are your thoughts about breaking up with someone through text?
No go.
No go? What about you?
I can do the opposite, sure.
Okay, cool. So you are in the negative and you are in the positive. The debate is that it's okay to break up with someone through text. Whenever you're ready, begin.
Since the invention of paper and the action of putting quill to paper, man has used communications other than his tongue and voice to express his feelings for others, whether they be as elevated as professions of love, declarations of war, or minor inconveniences. As time has gone by, the way that we communicate in
excuse me,
Objection?
but I do object.
Do you have an objection? Okay,
I object.
Let's hear your objection.
I feel that man is hiding behind pen and quill or any other manner of communication other than their vocal cords.
Sustained. Let's hear it.
Because they fear the other person, the recipient of this message. What are they hiding? Do they not have the courage and confidence to face their fears head on and tell them that it's over? Hear, hear.
Objection. He has nothing else to say.
Yes, continue, please.
Why, ever since Gutenberg invented his printing press, we have seen an evolution in the way that people communicate, from written letters to typography to email. Now we have texting. Why is it any less respectable to communicate to someone that the relationship is no longer working through text than it would be through a handwritten letter? As communication evolves...
I object!
Yes, please.
A handwritten letter is at least more romantic.
That's true. Sustained.
Because a text, sure, you've got emojis, but it's so digital, it's so fabricated. Whereas a letter, at least you're pouring your soul into it and telling them why it's over, why.
Objection!
It doesn't work.
You can still say why through text.
That's true. Sustained.
What my esteemed colleague takes issue with is not the medium, but the perceived laziness of the communication. And I would say any form is as lazy as the communicator. A letter is only as well written as the person writing it wants it to be. It can be.
Yes.
If the communicator is lazy, then how has he found love?
Lazy people can find love. Overruled. Keep going, Sam.
You can write any text as flowery and verbose as any Shakespearean sonnet. It doesn't. The medium does not dictate the content. It is rather your soul being expressed. So I take no issue with someone breaking up through text so long as they do so sincerely.
I object.
Yes.
The recipient doesn't care how sincere it is. They want to see you face to face.
Yeah, you didn't consider the recipient. Sustained, Bryson.
You see, the recipient, whether they deserve this breakup or not,
Objection!
Yes.
They deserve the breakup.
Sustained.
Obviously, if they are being broken up with, they deserve what is coming to them.
I object!
Yes.
They deserve no such action because they've probably put in 80% while you've only done 10.
Objection!
Yes.
Do you want to be with someone who only put in 20%?
I object!
Bryson.
Absolutely not!
I object!
Yes.
Then why don't you want them to break up with you?
And see. Great job. Wonderful. That's improv, baby. Gabriel, any suggestions from the crowd?
No suggestions.
Did we ask for suggestions?
Or like improv games?
We've got
or-
a comment from Sparkle Like You that says, I love your channel.
Nice, very good. If you have any improv games you want us to play, drop them in the comments below and we'll see what we can do. Here's a game I literally just made up in my head. This game is called Happily However After. What we're going to do is you're going to tell a fairy tale, one line at a time. You're just going to take a sentence and you're going to craft this together. However, every sentence after the first one has to begin with however. I'm going to give you the first line. We'll start with here. It goes however, you'll give a line, and then your line goes however, you'll begin a line, however, back and forth. Okay, the first line of your fairy tale was, Pimbly was a curious young boy.
However, he soon discovered that curiosity can kill more than just cats.
However, the cats around this young lad were ferocious. And he was glad they were killed.
However, it did lead him to be even more curious as to what it was that specifically killed all of these cats.
However, as he explored, he grew hesitant, because if it could kill a cat, what else would it kill?
However, all those fears subsided when he found a small, beautiful woman who fit in the palm of his hand, crying in the forest over a dead kitty.
However, though she was small, the tears grew large and began to moisten his hand.
However, this only made his hand a more apt environment for the tiny lady, and she took a nap in his palm, and she had the most adorable little snore. Whee-haw, whee-haw.
However, the snores were not of sleep, but they were of drowning.
However, he merely plucked her out of his very moist palm and put her in his dry palm.
However, her breaths ceased, and he did not know what to do.
However, the passing gnome doctor did.
However, this doctor didn't receive certification from a noble college.
However, even a undisciplined quack knows that sometimes all it takes is a solid smack of the face to wake someone up.
However, the gnome's hands were rough and coarse, and the smack not only woke her up, but shed her skin from her face.
However, this was okay with Quimbley because he recognized that beauty is only skin deep, and it is what is inside that counts.
However, inside of Quimbley was an empty stomach, and he saw 2 meals in front of him.
However, the gnome doctor was absolutely fine sharing his 2 meals with both Quimbley and the tiny little palm half-faced woman.
However, the meals were gnome food, and everyone knows that gnome food has pesticides in them.
However, Quimbley knows not to say no to a free meal, and he has a hearty stomach.
However, as to not insult the gnome and his culture and food, he consumed it and received aches and pains.
However, it was at that moment he realized what it was that drove all the cats away.
However, he realized that this was near the end of his life.
However it ends, Quimbley said.
End. All right, very good. Check it in, Gabe. Any suggestions?
We did get one suggestion that I think you can turn into some sort of game.
Okay, let's
Someone
hear it.
requested Russian accents.
Russian accent.
There are a lot of improv games that involve accents.
Yeah, we could do.
Yeah.
Let me see. Specifically Russian. All right. What we can do is we're gonna make a game called Russian into the Scene. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna give you a suggestion. You're gonna start off as just a tiny little bit Russian, but whenever I say Russian in, someone's gonna rush into the scene with a little bit more of a Russian accent. And so you have to juggle all the different characters and the level of Russian that of accent that they are speaking. And your suggestion is the yearly Borscht Festival. Whenever you're ready, take it away.
Man, this is some good borscht.
Sure is.
Russian in.
Sergey!
Yes?
Where is the vodka?
Oh. Well, I think it's about time you knew. We poured it all down the sink. Have a seat.
No.
We need to discuss your vodka problem.
That's right. You have a problem.
Russian in.
Da. What? No,
Someone rushes in.
that's German. Ja. I am so sorry. I am stuck in East Germany right now. We would like to discuss how your addiction has been hurting everyone else in the house.
You do not understand. My addiction is my love.
Your love for your addiction beats out your love for everyone else in this house, Sergey.
Russian in.
Sergey!
Someone else rushes in with an even deeper Russian accent.
What's wrong with you, man? Calm down, everyone. Calm down. We gotta be just peaceful about this situation. I will be peaceful when I have more vodka.
Fascinant. Wait, no, the song is French.
Russian in.
Yay! Look at this! There is airplane upstairs! What are you talking about? An airplane upstairs? Yes! Look! It has landed on the ceiling of the roof!
Borat, what are you doing in here?
Comrades, please be civil. Airplane is merely vehicle of state here to take us to glorious communist past.
Russian in.
You do not understand! That is my plane and you will not take it anywhere!
In the dark of the night,
People will find you in the dark of the night, just before dawn.
Soon she will feel that her nightmares are real. In the dark of the night, she'll be called.
See, nothing gets more Russian than Rasputin's deeply dark song in Anastasia.
In Anastasia.
What a beautifully dark song of a cursed soul in hell planning the death of a teenager.
There is nothing that makes me forget how to do an accent like being asked to do an accent.
The accent I struggle with is Australian. So I'm a New Zealand. I'm always sure I got it. I totally have it, and then it always slips into British every time. But
Good on you, mate.
good on you, mate. A shrimp on the barbie.
No. Bluey.
Bluey. Yeah, it's British. I can't do it. Anyway. Gabriel, any other suggestions from chat?
Yes. For this one, I said we probably can't do it because there's no pianist. Someone requested maybe a singing game.
Nice. You're right.
Read the
Another one, we couldn't do this exactly. It says you could do a cosplay game and try to do your best impressions of characters that Zach suggests. So maybe not the cosplay part, but I know you've got some character.
I do got some character
game
games.
ideas.
Okay.
I want to honor the musical one first. We're gonna
Honor it?
I'm gonna honor it. We're gonna play a game called Rap Servations. We're gonna do a scene all in rap,
cool.
and I'm gonna hop into the scene with you.
Okay.
And someone always has to carry the beat. A boom chicka chicka is just fine, and we're gonna speak in rap to each other. And our suggestion is roommates reunion.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I'm waiting for a roommate. His name was Daryl. He loves Christmas Carol. That's not important to this discussion, but I'm nervous, so my brain is rushing.
Yo, what's up, man? It's me, Daryl. I've come in here singing all these Christmas carols. A knock, 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 and a ho, ho, ho. Gonna deck the halls with yo, yo, yo.
Hey guys, remember me? It's your best roommate, Mr. Pete. Is it all right if I sit down here? Okay, I'm gonna take a seat.
Roommate meeting. We're gonna see who our food's been eating. Roommate meeting. Which of these boys deserves a beating?
Yo, I don't wanna cause any drama. I promise that I didn't eat all your top ramen. It was not marked, it was on the top shelf. If you think it was me, man, I think you need some help.
Why is it when we pay for utilities, you're always saying, I need another month, please? We're paying for water and gas. When I come to you, you just say another pass.
Oh, hey, it's you. You're playing D&D again. I don't like that. I'd rather go and sin. You know me, I am really religious, and I'm gonna be super nutritious.
Stop ramming your religion, man, down our throats. I wish you would focus on the message of hope, but instead you're throwing us all the brim and fire. And I think that you are a liar. I think you ate the ramen, yeah, I think you gobbled it down, and you come in accusing us you are a big clown, so you need to get up. I'm glad we broke up. Roomies 20 years ago, that's what's up. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Wonderful.
And it ended not with reconcile, but the widening of the gap between us.
I
Why
think
did
if we
we
play
get
that game
back-
again, whoever's not rapping should be beatboxing. That would be really easy to pass it off. And then it'll fill out the rap sound. I like that. Great suggestion. Awesome. All right, I'm going to do the other game. We're going to do a game called Character Advice Panel.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here. Bryson, I'm going to give you the character of Miss Piggy. You're Miss Piggy from the Muppets. And Sam, I'm going to give you Charles Dickens.
Oh, all right.
I'm going to ask you some questions, and I want you to answer in character as Miss Piggy and as Charles Dickens. All right, so I just got a question. I got a parking ticket that I totally disagree with. How can I deal with a parking ticket from the city? Miss Piggy.
Oh my goodness! You got a parking ticket? Why, if I had my purse, I would go all on that ticket and tell them to send it back. My Kermie, my Kermie would support me in this. Where is Kermie?
Miss Piggy, I feel you burned through a lot of your Miss Piggy references super fast. Charles Dickens, how do I get out of a parking ticket?
Taking accountability for one's misdeeds is one of the most important lessons a young man or a woman like yourself can learn in your youth. It is important to own up to your failings, because only then can you rise above your station. Only then can you make something of yourself and become a titan of industry. And it won't hurt if you should perhaps gain a large inheritance from a wealthy family member who you did not know you had until it was far too late.
Oh, inspiring. I struggle with working out consistently. How can I start working out more consistently? Charles Dickens.
Consistency is one of the most important lessons a young man or woman like yourself can learn during your youth. Consistency, yes. By the use of consistency, one can raise themselves out of poverty, out of the workhouses, out of the prisons, out of the poorhouses, and truly make an impact on this grand thing we call society.
Thank you. Miss Piggy, how do I work out more consistently?
You think I need to work out? My curly says my curves are perfect, and so are my curls. So there's no consistency needed here because I'm perfect just the way I am.
Thank you, Miss Piggy. Oh, Kirby's here.
I'm in the back.
Awesome. I struggle with dishes in the sink. How do I find the motivation to do my dishes? Miss Piggy.
Well, when I have slop for dinner, Kermie does all the dishes for me. He loves water after all. An amphibian, you know. So he just scrubs and scrubs while I take some rest.
Charles Dickens.
Learning to do the dishes consistently and every day is one of the most important lessons a young man or woman like yourself can learn. Yes, I remember my days working in the poorhouse, working off my father's immeasurable debt to society. I scrubbed and I scrubbed and I scrubbed until I saw my own face, my own bleeding, bruised face in the reflection of those plates. My advice to you is to scrub until you truly see yourself.
Ugh. Love it. Very good. Gabriel, any more suggestions from the chat?
Of games?
Games or suggestions or anything?
Well, first off, everyone was very impressed with the rap game.
Oh, cool.
Really?
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
We just learned the ethnic demographic of our audience.
All 12 of them.
That was real good.
They're all from East Germany.
Yeah. Duh. We love the ImprovBroadway every day with Zach A.
So easy for us to say.
We got one suggestion during that game. You can maybe hold on to this for another time because it's very similar to what we just did. For the next bit, you can try to be Shakespeare and Mike Tyson acting like divorced couple fighting over who takes custody over a sandwich.
Wow, incredible.
Very specific.
No, the sandwich, it's mine. It's mine, baby, it's mine. Forsooth.
Thou mayest float like a butterfly and sting like a bee, but that sandwich doth belong to me.
And also, that's Muhammad Ali.
Whoops! That's why we can't do that sketch.
Awesome. Okay, we're going to do a chat. If you have any other games or improv suggestions, please keep them flowing. We can probably mold it into something we can use. Drop that in the comments below. But in the meantime, we're going to play a segment called Unpopular Opinions. I want you to take some time to think of a hot take or something you believe. It doesn't have to be controversial necessarily, but something you truly believe that you get pushback on. Okay? And I'm going to repurpose one that I tried to give in the beginning. And here's my opinion. Is that Ryan Gosling is one of the best comedic actors of our age. I saw him in Barbie. I just saw him in Crazy Stupid Love. I thought that this guy was a pretty boy, this guy is so funny. His comedic timing is impeccable. And here's why it's amazing. Because he plays dumb pretty boys so well, it's so easy to be like, ugh, of course, you got typecast. But no. He's got depth, and he's able to play that stereotype so nuanced and well. Does that make sense?
Zach came to this episode of Improv Broadway every day with an agenda, and that agenda was to stop the Ryan Gosling hate.
He has hate right now?
I don't know.
Well, don't start it.
It just seems like you are trying to counteract a wave of dislike for
I
Ryan
want to be
Gosling.
preemptive. He's at his high, and there's always a fall, so I want to keep that high going up as much as possible.
I just think that this white, handsome actor who is in the most popular and successful movie of the year needs to be defended at all costs.
If we don't come to his aid, who will?
First, they came for Ryan Gosling, and I said nothing.
What do you think about Bryson? You're an actor, you're a director. What do you think about my take about him being like an incredibly gifted comedic actor?
Not only that, but I think what Zach is getting at is truly the Orson Welles of our day.
Ooh. I mean, I would not like disagree necessarily, because I feel like the strongest comedic performers are not traditionally labeled as like comedians.
Sure.
And I feel like, like we think comedy and we're like, ooh, they're funny, or
Right.
like they're big and exaggerated, or
Right.
like silly or crass or whatever. But I feel like the strongest comedy is like subtle and like
Yes.
deep and like
Yeah.
or authentic.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I could see that.
Well, I would say that it comes from it's a working relationship between that actor and the director or the casting director, who's able to see a comedic or a dramatic actor and see their potential for the opposite genre. So, for example, what's his name from the Airplane movies?
Leslie Nielsen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who that was his first time ever doing comedy. And
Really?
Yeah.
Was he a dramatic actor before
Yeah,
that?
he was a dramatic actor. That's why they
Wow.
had him delivering all those dramatic lines
And
in
then he
Airplane.
could not break out of that ever again.
Exactly. No, there are two phases to his career.
Nielsen era.
Pre and post Airplane.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to see a real dramatic movie with Leslie Nielsen because the Naked Guns, the airplanes. Wow, incredible. But again, it's like now I don't think Chris Hemsworth is as talented as Ryan Gosling, but it was a similar shift in me where like he was just a pretty boy in Thor 1, and then Taika Waititi's like, this dude's got jokes.
Well, have you seen the Ricky Gervais's show where he has Liam Neeson come on as himself and tell him, I want to get into improvisation?
Yeah, it's so good.
And it's not because Liam Neeson is a terrific comedian that scene works so well. It's because Ricky Gervais knew what to do with an actor like him.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Like, you're not going to take Liam Neeson and take him to Radio City and ask him to do an hour of stand-up.
Yeah, so you're saying, you're attributing Ryan Gosling's comedic abilities to the director.
I'm saying no one's success is entirely their own.
Gotcha. I agree with that.
Yeah.
It's shared.
Yeah, because I think the director, Greta's track record is like, I mean, she did Lady Bird, and that's like such a beautiful, like authentic, like character-driven story.
Yeah.
But there's like so many like hilarious moments in it because it's relatable, it's real.
Yeah.
It's
And
like,
she had a specific vision for Ryan Gosling being in Barbie.
Here's what I think it is. I think that Ryan Gosling disarms me in ways that traditional comedians like Will Ferrell don't do as much. Will Ferrell's incredibly talented. He's so funny, but you can kind of expect what it's going to be big, loud noises, kind of vague references and similes and metaphors to the things that are going on right now.
Well, for example, Adam Sandler, some of his best performances are in movies that are not Happy Madison productions.
Yeah.
Like Uncut Gems.
I haven't seen it, but
Neither have I, but he won awards.
So it must be good.
and he has a new movie that just came out, and it's his highest Rotten Tomatoes rated film.
What's the movie?
You're not invited to my
That's a TV show.
bat mitzvah.
Yeah.
That's
It's a movie.
It's a movie?
Yeah.
It's his highest rated.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It is a Happy Gilmore production, though.
I love this. I love this segment. We should call it "Talking About Movies Only 2/3 of us have seen at a time."
Back to Ryan Gosling movies.
I am commenting on so many movies I have not seen, and just trusting in society that they are good.
That's the power of podcasting, baby. All right, that's my hot take. Sam, do you have an unpopular opinion that you want to share?
Woof.
No. Bryson,
I
do you
do.
have one? Okay.
My hot take is that you should take the clothes you purchase for a spin before committing.
You're a tagger.
Oh yeah,
You're a big
I'm
tagger.
a tagger. Yeah, and it's worked wonders. I purchased something that I like. I obviously tried on in the store, but like there's only so much you can do in that 5 minutes in that poorly lit closet that
Right.
you are trying on your clothes on. And so yeah, after I purchase it the next day or sometime in the next week, I take it for a spin. I have a full day where I wear the pants and the shirt and whatever else with the tags on and make sure that it fits, make sure that I can walk in it, that I can communicate, that I can sit.
I hate it when you have clothes and it inhibits your ability to communicate. So like, I wish I could talk to you, but I'm wearing a shirt. I can't.
Why did I get such a tall collar?
I just wish return periods were longer so I could test ride it like in the summer months and the winter months.
Well, that's why you got to shop from Costco. Because like they're famous for like, this is 5 years old. It still has the tags on it. It's not even in fashion. There's no way we can resell this.
But
And they
here
retake
you
it.
go. Yeah, the only bad thing is like sometimes the tags, can be seen and then people judge you.
They do.
Or be like, oh my goodness, they forgot to take off the tag. But no, it was intentional.
Now, this is going to expose a large amount of privilege in myself, but I never do that. Even if I hate the clothes and I don't want them, like the mental energy of going back to the mall and seeing the disappointment in someone's eyes to be like, I don't like these, I will never do.
As if they made the garments that you are returning to H&M.
I know that you flew to Indonesia and you sewed these pants yourself.
Side by side with those Indonesian workers.
But I'm the same way with restaurants. I will never return a plate of food. I think also, I guess it's different in like the retail because it's like part of their job. But I have like such a respect for people in the service industry where I'm like, I will not inconvenience you even the slightest bit because your whole life is to serve me. So why would I inconvenience you at all, even if it's your job, even if it's something you're being paid for? Are you a tagger, Sam?
I keep the tags on
For a
until-
test run?
No, I tear them off because I'm also afraid of returns.
Yeah. Why are you afraid of returns?
Because I don't like talking to people
Yeah, that's
and
so hard.
like admitting I was wrong to them when
pride.
Because like that's the thing. Like going to someone at the returns desk and said, "Hey, I made a mistake."
Yeah.
You did not know I made a mistake until I came here and introduced
You don't want to
myself
look
to
weak
you.
to the 17-year-old Aeropostale.
I don't know if you know this, but I am an alpha. And anytime I have to admit any wrongdoing, I feel my alpha brethren clenching their sphincters. I don't know.
Well, that's why whenever I return something, the rare times I do, I say, you lied to me. And that's how I open up.
You make it their fault.
They're the ones who sold it to you. They're the ones who put it on clearance.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, yeah, I have to get it.
I have to. It's your fault.
Yeah.
I thought the M on this tag stood for mini, not for medium. This is too big.
It's too big.
You were misleading.
That's exclusively a Sam problem. Both of you are skinny minis who are just like, I could eat Little Caesars all day, and I'm in my 30s, and I still look.
No, I'm like on that cusp between small and mediums now.
Really?
Well, yeah,
Oh my
it's
gosh,
weird.
you poor guy.
I am the heaviest I've ever been.
Whoa. When I went to large, it was an existential crisis.
Well, how tall are you?
6 foot.
Oh well, you've got that 2 inches on me.
Yeah, I do got that 2 inches. Yeah.
Me too.
Are you? But you're a medium, right? I bet.
No, small.
You're a small still.
small,
Ugh, you
yeah.
sminnies.
I did get a shirt recently that I tagged during my test run, and it was a medium, but it was only because it was the only one left, and it was so cool looking. I was like, I gotta wear it.
I'll grow into it.
Well, that's what my mom told me in middle and high school. It's like, you need a large because you're gonna grow, and I was wearing large shirts my entire middle and high school, and I'm drowning in them, and I was like, when am I gonna grow?
The answer? Never.
Yeah, I've been a small since I was 14.
I don't know. Like, there was something about finding a shirt that was like 10 sizes too big for you as a kid that felt empowering almost. Like, I chose this for my body.
You're like Babe Ruth calling the shot. Like, I'm going to fill this out. Wait and see.
This shirt that says the name of my middle school class of 03.
There's a timestamp.
I'm going to grow into this.
Yeah, my what are those called? My Letterman jacket. I'm gonna grow into this my senior year.
I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take my high school Letterman jacket to college and gonna be the coolest kid in the dorm.
And I lettered in theater.
Here's my gonna bring my perfect attendance award and display it where everyone can see.
Oh my gosh, jeepers! Do you have an It's okay if you don't.
I do, but I feel like if I say it, we're going to be stuck doing this for another 20 minutes. And it's also
wrap.
something that people might legitimately get mad about.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Let's hear it real quick.
Hot take.
As a dog owner, and this is something I disagree with my wife about. As a dog owner, your dogs are not your children.
Whoa. Well, as someone who just gave away a foster kitten to another home and could not have been happier about that decision, I absolutely agree. But I also empathize with those people who love their animal. Have you seen that video? It's like, I will give you $100,000 for your dog, and they say no.
Yeah.
Insane.
No, I understand that. I understand because I love my dogs. I would not sell my dogs.
For any amount of money.
For the principle of it.
For $1 billion, would you sell your wife's dog?
No, because
$1
that's ridiculous.
$1 billion.
No, because screw Elon Musk. I'm not giving him my dog. And if he's willing to pay $1 billion for it, clearly there's something special about this dog.
Now we're going into the moral choice. Do you know how many lives you could save with $1 billion?
Yeah, and why isn't he saving those lives with that $1 billion he apparently has in dog spending money?
Well, you're the one who said it was Elon Musk, but he is a megalomaniac, but you are not. I'm putting this on you. If someone offers you $1 billion and you don't give that dog away, I will personally come after you.
The onus is on the billionaires who already have the money, not on the people that they are hoarding that money from.
Oh my gosh. There is, other than my children and basically any human ever, there is nothing that you could offer $1 billion me for that I wouldn't be like, yeah, let's make that happen. Just because of like, I could cure homelessness in a city for $1 billion. You know what I mean?
The power would immediately corrupt you.
Immediately, like the One Ring.
Sure, if you want to be a nerd.
Well, good. That was in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
We got some good stuff there. All right, I think we got. We're technically done at 12:45. Are you guys good to stay a little bit longer? Do you need to bounce?
I'm good.
Yeah, let's do some actual improv.
Okay. Yes, and chat. Gabriel, do we have any improv game suggestions?
No game suggestions. Someone put in another scene suggestion requesting Thor and some other Nordic god having an argument.
Did they say some other Nordic god, or can you not pronounce what they wrote?
No, that's what they said.
Okay. I was picturing something with a lot of J's and O's with the umlaut over them.
Fjorgensen.
There's also a guy in chat who says that he's a Tetris professional.
Wow.
You
Thanks.
came to the right place.
I'm sad no one suggested something to do with Animorphs.
Why? Because you love that series?
No,
Have you been holding something in your back pocket that you want to try out?
Maybe.
Do you have a type 5 about the Animorphs?
I've never read them, but the covers look amazing.
Yeah.
They are crazy dark.
Yeah, that's what I want. So I'm like, I wonder what it'd be like to anamorph into something. Like, how does it sound? What do they say? Is it like...
Where does your mask go?
What does 3/4 of an anaconda feel like? Yeah.
Oh, you mean like the 3/4 of the way transformed?
Yeah, transformed. Yeah.
I once saw a burn. Someone said, "You look like the halfway point on an Animorphs." Like, what?
That is cruel. What
Cruel
animal?
thing to, I don't know, just like generic any Animorphs book.
Oh my gosh.
Like, what a cruel thing to say to someone that we can all perfectly imagine in our head.
So precise. Too precise. All right, let's go for it. We're gonna play a game called Animorph for me. So I'm gonna give you a scenario, but the problem, you are two Animorphs, but you are not in control of your powers. They happen without your will. And so what's gonna happen is I'm gonna put you scenario. You're superheroes who are trying to solve the situation, but you only turn into the animals that I tell you turn into, and then you have to justify that based off the animal that I give you. You can still talk. You can still carrot bracket communicate with each other. You don't have to do beaver talk or whatever. But basically, I'm going to give you an animal. You transform into that animal, and we'll see where it goes. All right. So the suggestion is there is a tsunami and there is a flooding orphanage, and you are trying to save this flooding orphanage. Animorphs, go.
Was it down this street?
I don't know. Everything looks the same now, but underwater.
Okay, just keep doing your front strokes.
Hey, Craig.
Yeah.
I have a confession.
Pelican.
I'm an Animorph.
What the? Jerry, you never told me.
It hurts.
Holy.
Seal.
Jerry. Jerry, I'm an Animorph too.
Back to human.
It's okay. It's okay.
I can't swim. Every bone in my body is broken. What? I felt every bone become hollow and then suddenly refill.
I mean, yeah, you refill with that giant beak of yours with all the space.
You hear screams from the third story of the orphanage.
Quick. I know your bones hurt from
Their
trying to-
pain is nothing compared to what I've been through.
Grizzly bear, Sam.
No!
Use your pain and channel it to save the orphans. Quick, up to the third floor.
Kitten Bryson. Human again. Both of you.
Get my leg out of your mouth.
Why? Who's doing this to us?
What came over you? You don't eat kittens trying to save orphans?
I don't turn into bears trying to save orphans. What is happening?
The orphans throw a rope from the third story. Here, use this to save us.
They're so prepared. Quick, climb.
Rhinoceros, Bryson.
You go first.
Sam, goat.
Quick. Ricochet off my horn and use your horns to catch onto the windowsill.
Human.
Got it.
Both of you, human.
Okay, good.
Wait, why are we climbing up? Why don't the orphans just climb down?
We're too scared. We're like cats. We can't climb down.
Quick, hop on over, toss him over, I'll catch him.
Gorilla, Sam.
Oh, this got easier. All right.
Humans.
Oh, too quick.
Horse.
How deep? Oh, that water is horse deep. They can just land in the water.
No, my man's too.
There you go.
We can't swim.
Grab onto the horse.
Bottlenose dolphin.
Grab onto the bottlenose dolphin.
Climb onto my dorsal fin.
Yerk. Those little slug creatures.
Oh, he drowned.
Scene. Oh, very good. That's not.
Well,
Took a while for me to really figure out what the game was actually supposed to be.
Not just
It wasn't just body horror.
the horrifying pain of transfer. And also the confusion of not controlling your powers. What cruel god?
I'm sorry, I was writing an SNL sketch instead of, doing improv.
Yeah, right.
that accomplished some of my dreams.
Really? To be an Animorph?
Oh yeah.
Oh, for sure.
It's like, wow. So
what
many creatures.
what young adult fiction did you most want to be real?
Magic Treehouse.
Oh, all right.
Really?
I was just going to say, I think it really would have changed Animorphs a lot if they couldn't choose when or into what they were transforming.
Or if they just said transform and then it was just a roll of the dice and they had to deal. It was kind of like Ben 10, kind of a Ben 10 thing.
Yeah, except he knew that it would be one of 10 aliens, right? Whereas with the Animorphs, they've got the entire animal kingdom.
They could be paramecium. Yeah, that
That
is
was
cool.
that's a good Sword in the Stone reference.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Merlin turns into a germ.
Also Hook. During the roast battle.
Oh, what's paramecia brain?
Yep, exactly. All right, I think we have time for one more segment. Chat, do we have anything? Any suggestions?
We don't have any suggestions. I
could just transform into animals some more.
Very
and
slowly.
Scream.
just so chat knows, I'm going to talk to Ethan about putting some limits on the audio. When Sam screamed, there were some volume complaints.
Oh.
So I think that's something we can fix.
I mean, yeah, it's painful anamorphic into a pelican.
I don't
we
know
want you
how
to
else
share
to
that
express that except
Yeah.
for making you feel some pain.
No suggestions. We've got one question.
Yeah, please.
If you want to do questions
let's do a question.
afterward. Oh, okay.
So a question right now.
Question is from Siddhant Bafna. That is a guest pronunciation. What led you to start Improv Broadway? Is this your first take in this niche?
First take in this niche. So Improv Broadway just hit 10 years old. Woo! Very cool. So I did Comedy Sports High School League, and then I did College Improv, and then I did Comedy Sports Provo, Utah, which was a semi-professional group. And then I really wanted to do musical improv, and there was a group called the Thrillionaires here. I wanted to buy out the name so I could grow the business. They said, just start your own business. We started Improv Broadway. Sam auditioned, I think, that first year. And Bryson auditioned a few years ago, pre-pandemic, right? And so, yeah, we got our own theater here in Provo in 2016. And then, we've been doing live shows for 10 whole years. And then, we've been doing digital stuff for like 5 or 6 years now. And so, hope that answers your question. Let's see here. I'm guessing no other questions, Gabe?
There's one other question. I'm
please.
trying to figure out what its meaning is first.
Oh, please. Well, let's figure it out together.
Well, the question is, what? Okay, I got a clarification that confuses me more. Okay, the question is from Aiken R. Do you do trailer suggestions? I asked, what does trailer suggestions mean? And he said, watch trailers?
Well, the key to really refurbishing your trailer,
Yeah. You want a good hitch.
Zach has done some beautiful work on some of the tiny homes in our area.
Yeah.
And I think you said it's all about getting rid of the wheels.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that people say sparks belong in a relationship. I say they belong on a road. There you go. Okay, awesome. We're going to close up with a thank you letter to our audience. Sam and Adam, or Adam, Bryson. I looked at you. That was so weird because I looked at you and said Adam, but then said you and said Sam, and you and Adam. Anyway,
It's the mustaches.
it's all coming down. Bryson and Sam, I want you to say thank you to the audience for watching, but I want you to do it in unison. A heartfelt, sincere thank you. Whenever you're ready, take it away.
To our beloved audience. Thank you so much for watching us today. And we love you so much that you wouldn't believe. Blessings to you and your kin. Sincerely, Bryson and Sam. Heart, heart, heart.
There you have it, folks. Thanks so much for tuning in to Improv Every Day with Zach Atherton, ImprovBroadway. And no matter what you do today, never stop improvising. All right, thanks so much. Goodbye. Beautiful.
Balloons.